When there is some magic you don't understand, who you gonna call? Trickbusters!
Welcome to the Trickbusters show. I'm Grandpa Tolas, and actually I'm escaping from Дейвид Копърфийлд. He made all our video removed from YouTube. It's not very far, David. Okay, I'm going to pass through this wall, just as he did.
Hello, I'm Maggie Munoz. I'm escaping from Дейвид Копърфийлд. What are you doing?
Hey, I'm walking through this wall.
No, it's impossible to walk through a wall.
Oh yes, Дейвид Копърфийлд did it and I saw it.
No, he didn't walk through a wall. He went to the other side. Just like this.
Walking Through the Great Wall of China was performed in 1986 by Дейвид Копърфийлд. In this illusion, the magician pretended he could pass through this bi-millennial wall. But how could he possibly walk through this giant monument composed of masonry, rocks and packed earth, and of which thickness can reach until 9 meters? Well, actually he couldn't. Remember, magic doesn't exist, only tricks. Let our common sense talk. If we assume with reason that the Great Wall is not a fake wall, there are only two ways for a human being to go to the other side, destroying it or going around, and we know that David didn't destroy it. With that simple question, we know now that the magician will go to the other side by another way than the one he pretends to take. He'll have to be quick, and he'll have to misdirect the audience, so he can leave the scene without being noticed. Let's answer some logical and basic questions. First, when does he leave the scene? Well, the logical answer is when we don't see him anymore. Now you see him, now you don't see him. Well, you see a shadow that pretends to be his. But would you swear it's actually him behind the curtain? Don't ever bet. You'd lose. Second question, if it's not him behind the sheet, where is he now? Well, I suppose he's in the item that will leave the scene first, the piece of material that will go round the wall as a simple piece of stuff, a thing that nobody will pay attention at. What leaves first? Let's see. Have you seen it? The stairs. Дейвид Копърфийлд is actually hidden inside the stairs and leaves the scene when you think he's still behind the sheet. Watch closely this scene and ask yourself what the purpose of this towel is. Do you need a white towel to walk through a wall? Well, it is called misdirection in magic. They attract your eyes in a direction while they do the trick in another direction. In magic performances, never watch where they want you to watch. Pay attention to the assistant in the back, hidden behind the other assistant and that pathetic little show with the towel. What is he doing? Why is he manipulating the stairs? Well, is it something to do with the fact that our magician is hidden in it? I guess so. Now Дейвид Копърфийлд slips onto the stairs. Now the assistant closes the trap. And it's done. If you watch closely, you'll see the first step of the stairs is put under the cage. What for? Well, to allow David to go inside by the trap made in the floor of the platform, I suppose. Let's solve now the mystery of the shadow. If there is a switch between Copperfield and a body double, if David goes in the platform, why do we don't see his shadow in the cage? Well, it's simple. It's just a light effect. You can try it at home. If you point a lamp against a wall, for instance, and pass your hands in front of the bulb, you'll see its shadow on the wall. But if you pass your hand just under the lamp, or on the sides of it, you won't see it. It is the same effect here. In the cage, two areas of no light are designed, one under the projector and one at its right, just against the wall, made by the angle of the light, which points a little bit towards its left, to keep a place on the dark at its right. When Copperfield pretends to enter the cage, he actually does it, but kneels at the same time, and his double, who had gone out his secret place in the platform when the curtain was raised, stands and takes his place, projecting his shadow on the sheet of the cage. Look how his knees, which were bent on the floor, deploy themselves when he stands. At this moment, David, who is now in the no-light area, passes by a trap and goes into the stairs. The double body makes some theatrical movements while he enters slowly the no-light area. At this moment, David is long gone. What happens to the double man when they remove the sheet? Well, first possibility. He escapes just behind the sheets at the same moment. This one is removed. Second possibility, our favorite. He's still here, but you don't see him, do you? He's in the platform. You'll say, but there is no room to hide a man in it. Are you that sure? Watch closely. Doesn't the structure remind you of something? Another Copperfield's performance. I'm sure you've guessed. The Death Soul. In both illusions, the magician uses platforms that seem thinner than they actually are.
And remember, magic doesn't exist. Only tricks.
At the end, the same trick, but the other way around. And this time, notable is needed. Copperfield arrives in the stairs. Watch here, the stairs are moving, as if somebody inside made it move. And it is not the recoil of the weight of the assistant on it. Look here, there is no recoil. Copperfield is actually climbing the stairs inside them and reaching the platform passing by the trap. He's now in the cage, under the projector in the no-light area. He stands up in the right no-light area and then enters slowly in front of the light to have his shadow drawn on the sheet. Look how he pretends to go out from the wall horizontally, when in fact he's walking normally, vertically. Oh, we've forgotten. Let's rewind a little bit to this scene. It is pure comedy. Can you see the right arm of assistant number 1? Can you see the left arm of assistant number 2? Well, actually no. Where are they? I'm sure you've guessed. They are behind the sheet, manipulating a mask and a fake 2-hands piece of plastic. Now the sheet with the fake pieces of body inside falls on the floor and is soon forgotten by everybody.
And now we've done with David Kopperfield. Next episode, Chris Angel. And you can visit us at www.thetrickbusters.com. Stop believing!
Magic, don't take magic. When there is some magic you don't understand, who you gonna call? Busters!
Hey, come on, Magic Munoz. We'll do a trick. Come on. Oh, excuse me, sir. Hello. I'm from the Trick Busters, Magic Munoz and the Grand Portolas. You want to see some magic?
No, magic doesn't exist. It's only tricks.